Welcome to the Chris Hatcher Show, presented by Alabama 811. I'm your host, Kevin Blackwell, and of course, each week I'm joined by Samford head football coach Chris Hatcher. This past Saturday, the Samford Bulldogs went on the road to take on the Citadel and come home with a 38-3 SoCon victory. With the win, Samford boosts to 7-1 on the season, 5-0 in league play. Samford's off to their best start since 1992 and our best league start in program history. Coach, I would say this is probably the most complete game we've played all year.
I think you're correct in saying that, and I actually told the guys that after the game and Monday in our team meeting, and we've been talking about we need to put all three phases together on the field on a Saturday at some point during the season, and it was good to see. We traveled well, back-to-back long trips. Kind of a dreary day there, as far as the weather was concerned. But defensively, we took care of business. Offensively, didn't get as many opportunities due to the type of offense the Citadel runs. Took care of business on that side, and special teams, very solid. So I would agree with you. Complete team win, great effort, and our guys just took care of business like they were supposed to do.
Absolutely. Well, you'd mentioned last week in order for us to be successful, we had to do these things. We had to keep them behind the chains. We had to limit big plays, and we had to create turnovers in order to win. I would say we checked all those boxes on Saturday.
Well, we did. That first drive the Citadel had kind of had me a little concerned. They had milked about 9 minutes off the clock, and we're in the red zone. And then our defense comes up and forces a big turnover, and then our offense goes down and scores. So that chain of events got the momentum in our favor, and at that point we never looked back.
Absolutely. That was a huge part of the game. Well, the defense does make that big statement early with that fourth down stop on our own 11-yard line. We do take the ball down the field, an 89-yard drive, 13-yard pass to J. Rios to complete that drive, and that really did kind of set the tone early. Well, Coach Michael Hires has another outstanding performance. You look at his numbers, 30 for 35, 260 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jay Stanton averages over 5 yards per carry. Jalen Thomas adds another touchdown with his impressive play. Kendall Watson continues to be impressive for us, Coach. Another big day, 10 catches, 113 yards, a touchdown. DJ Rios, Chandler Smith continued to play well. I just thought offensively, with the type of offense they play, you knew we were having limited possessions. You got to take advantage of it every time you get the ball.
Two contrasting styles, no question about it, and that was something, we harp on that every week. When you get on the field, we want to score every time we get the ball, but in that game it was particularly important due to the limited touches. We only got the ball 3 times in the first half, not counting the one that we just ran the clock out there late in the second quarter. But yeah, we did. I thought Michael was sharp. He did a good job of distributing the ball. When our guys got it, they made plays with it on the perimeter. We ran the ball very efficiently. Our offensive line, I think, continues to get better and better each week. So it was good to see a lot of guys get in the action. It was good to see Mike make some good decisions. The defense that Citadel employed against us really wasn't conducive to throwing the ball too far down the field. They were kind of sitting back. So Mike did a good job of taking what the defense gave them, and that really worked out good for us on Saturday.
For sure. Well, when you play the Citadel, again, these possessions can be important, but 400 total yards for Samford in the game, and certainly efficiency was there. Well, Coach, let's talk about the defense. Noah Martin, I thought, had an outstanding day. He was everywhere the ball was, 12 tackles. Cortland Marsh, Josiah Cotton forced fumbles. Nathan East recovers a fumble for us. But what a big play with Trey Elson's fourth quarter scoop and score on kind of putting the nail in the coffin. I think that this was a solid defensive effort. I know we gave it some yards, but we were great in creating turnovers.
Well, you're going to give up yards when you play a team like the Citadel that runs that style of option offense that you don't see very much. But the thing we did is we never gave up a really big explosive play. They had a couple decent runs, but we never gave up any long balls. We played the play action pass well, which usually can give you problems when you got so many people that close to the ball trying to stop the run. Great team defense. I thought our defensive line did a really good job of squeezing, getting the ball to the perimeter. And then when we got to the perimeter, I thought we did a great job of shedding blocks and making tackles. And then, of course, We forced 3 total turnovers on the day. One of them, Trey picked up and ran for the touchdown late in the fourth quarter. And that's something that, we talked about last week, that we had to force them to turn the ball over. And fortunately, we did that, which gave the offense good field position, and they took advantage of it.
Absolutely. Well, as we look ahead toward next Saturday, it's a special day at Samford with homecoming festivities as we host the VMI Keydets for a 2 p.m. kickoff at Cyber Stadium. The Keydets come into the game with a 1-7 record. They're a hungry team. They've lost 6 in a row, looking to turn their season around on Saturday. What do we need to do, Coach, Saturday to make sure that that doesn't happen, and what do you see as really keys to the game in order to beat the Keydets on Saturday?
Well, again, every game's a big game, and I have great respect for the staff and the players there at VMI. One thing that's plagued them a little bit is they've turned the ball over a lot, so we got to force some turnovers. Got to not give up the big plays because they like to chunk it around, and we've seen them do that in the past. And then defensively, they're very aggressive. So we got to do a good job of protecting the passer. We got to do a good job of running the football. And again, the keys to victory are pretty much the same every week. We can't give up the big plays. Got to force turnovers. Offense, we get on field. Got to be very efficient in our drives and score points. So the big thing with us is just about being the best we can be. That theme is the same theme that we've used up to this point. We'll continue to use, but again, it's about us performing at the level we need to perform at in order to be successful on Saturday.
Yeah, I know you guys are ready to play at home.
Well, we are. It seems like it's been forever, over, I think, close to a month since we've been at home, and then going on the road 2 weeks in a row and being able to come back. And then traditionally, our homecoming crowd has been phenomenal, and hopefully this week will be no different.
Yeah, it's always an exciting day here at Samford, and I hope you'll come for the Bulldog Walk, which begins 2 hours before kickoff. So we hope to see a lot of you on the quad this coming Saturday for homecoming. 2 p.m. kickoff against VMI. Tickets are still available at SamfordTickets.com. The game will be televised on ESPN+. We hope to see you at Cyber Stadium on Saturday.